Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at part 1 of me building Utopia in City Skylines. Let's just start the video. So, I got this at some ridiculously high speed. As you can see, I've got 4 hours of footage. We're just going to kind of parse through it here. So, the first thing I did, I forgot what map this is, but what I did was I got rid of all the highways, and then next what I tried to do was build the central circle. Now the basic idea behind this entire this entire city is that basically sorry, that there's a central roundabout in the city, right? And everything revolves around that roundabout. But as you can see, I didn't like that very well. So I went and I started a game on Grand River. I bought all the tiles, and then I went to work destroying all of the highways again. So that took a while. But the basic idea, right, is that you have inputs from the main highways all going directly to this central roundabout. I got rid of the trains too. I don't think I did anything with that in the video, but in later videos I will. So basically, this one, I decided that I would make it an octagon instead of a circle. As you can see, I'm measuring every single one of them out exactly. I got pretty damn close. I must have messed up on one of the legs. I've looked through this footage a couple times and I can't figure out which one, but yeah, so the octagon. It works exactly the same as a roundabout. Circles are really hard to make in this game, So as you can see, the octagon took me a little bit. And I finally got done with it, and it didn't connect exactly, but it's fine. So that's the octagon there. So then on the inside of the octagon, I built the upper level. So the idea is, right, there are 3 different levels to this monstrosity of a road, right? And the next one is underground, so that's all the way underground. It's the deepest it'll go. The above ground one, that's the highest it will go. And the idea, right, is that we'll never, ever, ever have any congestion problems. So then, next, I was thinking of doing another interior one. So I was trying to line it up like this, but it didn't really work. I kind of gave up. So here, I was kind of playing around with stuff, but eventually I decided I need to connect those highways, So my original idea was to use above ground roads and kind of connect them underground and going inside the middle of it. As you can, let's see, it's kind of in there, So then I tried to do that with all the highways. They have to go around the outside and then go directly into the face of the octagon. And that took a while. It took quite a long time, actually. But, you know, it is what it is. So, finally, we're doing this, and the idea, right, that it's a roundabout, you know? I was stupid at first, because what I did is I used the on-ramps, not remembering that you can just use normal highways as off-ramps. So that all changes later, but I did that for every single one of these dumb things, right? And the idea is basically the same. It loops around, and you can merge at any point, you know? So yeah, that's kind of what we're working with here. Next, right? No, we're still doing that. So one of the problems I encountered, right, was that you can't merge onto bridges, which makes sense in real life. I wish that for the game I was able to, you know, merge onto bridges. So now I was trying to figure out how I was going to merge onto the stupid high roads, right? And I eventually came to the conclusion that I'm going to have to make all of the incoming roads underground. In which case it didn't really matter what they looked like, you know. And so connecting them was a real pain in the butt, but finally did that. And then we're going to have merges that go off and then out to the inside, right? You see what we're doing here. And like now is the highest, okay. That's my antivirus. Okay, and, you know, I do that for every single one of the stupid ass roads. Yeah, and that one's connected, and then we go off to the right, and it's really weird. It always had a little pit that was above ground, you know. It was really annoying me. And so that one's gonna connect out there, it's gonna spiral out, you know. Great. But at that point, I hadn't remembered that you can't merge onto bridges. Or at least not very well. So that was neato. So yeah, I'm finishing this up. And, you know, I don't really care what it looks like below ground. You're having this problem where when you connect it, stupid, the roads would always be incredibly likely to go above ground again, which I didn't really want, because I want to use all that space for, you know, the actual city. As you can see, it's kind of coming together. It's at this point that, like, oh shit, I can't even merge it together. And I had a lot of problems trying to connect those two roads, like, a lot of problems. And it was because I was trying to connect it to the bottom, because, you know, dumbass. But basically, eventually I fixed it, but you could see me struggling here for a good 5 minutes. It might have been 10 minutes, I don't know, it took me forever. But we're an hour in. I've already put an hour into this, and you know, we're still messing with this stupid inner octagon. It didn't really fit my time schedule very well, but eventually I made it work. So then I figured it out. I connected that one. The next one connected so fine. So did the next one. I think all of them were connected pretty well, you know. And then they all have to go to the ground, you know, because eventually they're gonna spiral off. So that's that. And then I start monkeying around with the super below ground roads, right? This was a mess, because you can't really see anything, you know? Yeah, basically, these stupid roads, right? trying to get them to work. And on the first one, I accidentally make it go like all the fucking way around the octagon, and so the rest of them have to go like something like 120 degrees around the octagon in order to get to in order for them to all line up correctly. It was just a mess, you know. But I did it eventually. As you can see, it's starting to look like something. A little ugly, but fucking. I wish the people in my household would stop talking. I'm trying to record a fucking video right now. Anyway, so now I'm, trying to connect everything like it's supposed to be. I don't really know what I'm gonna do at this point. I remember, I swear to God, I'm just gonna leave this. I don't really give a shit. But I connected roads going out. Those are gonna be the spokes of our metaphorical wheel. I remembered, I don't have to use on-ramps for all this shit. So here I'm gonna fix all those. You can see that. I'll be right back for a second. Okay, so I'm back. Alright, so this is the outside road. I need to connect them all back to the out, so you can get out of the city, which, I mean, if I had it my way, there's no way out of Utopia, but, so this is the outside square thing, right, which is all highways that go on the outside of the city, you get it. And I had to, connect them all, and basically, this was my way of having two, essentially, giant roundabouts that go around the city. As everyone knows, roundabouts are the best form of traffic. Bye! For fuck's sake. Everyone knows that traffic circles are the best. Oh, and then here's where I'm fixing them, because you don't need a ramp, so you can just use highways. One of the conceivable problems I think we're going to have in the future with this city is that highways are only 3 lanes, which is stupid, but there are 6-way. But I really wanted the speed of the highways, perhaps that was an oversight on my part, but in a future video I'll fix it. So yeah, now we're making sure that you can go back and forth between every part. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. On the outside, and then on the inside you can see there are little bars connecting them. So now I'm trying to start prepping, because there's going to be basically 8 districts in this city, right? Each of them corresponding to a spoke, right? So this is the first one. This is, I think I call it the Circle District, and one of my dear friends came up with this idea, and it's it really kind of fits with the entire roundabout sort of vibe that we're going for this city build. But basically, there are a whole bunch of very close-knit communities that are all built with circles, all circles. Oh, and here's where I take a break for maybe not. No, we're still building. Never mind. So basically, every district is going to be a circle. I don't know. It's okay. It works okay. So there's one circle. Have to go put spokes around it, you know. There's that one. I just remembered that you have to go like that. So that worked. Then there's this circle. So what I'll eventually learn is that these are incredibly hard to district for. That's okay. My friend wanted to see it. So basically, a little cross street, you know. So that's two communities. I'm still building up the roads. So trying to come up with a decent solution to, you know, get from the highways to the you know, the circles. Right. And so here's one of them. They aren't really circles exactly. They're, you know, geometric shapes, because I wasn't about to try to make curves again. In some of these places I had to make, you know, just normal grid crosses, but I'm trying to see how everything's going to look. And so here's the basic idea. You have high density, low density shops, high density shops, and then around them yeah, like that, basically like a circle. And then I put, you know, some offices here and there. By the way, all the districting that I do and all these buildings that I place down later on, I don't think I have footage of it, but I had to delete it all because it wasn't really working. You know how it is. Yeah, I'm trying to place down buildings everywhere, which is a fucking mistake. I'm trying to make spokes that go all the way through, but it didn't really work. Those ones work, other ones don't. You know how it is. So I filled that one in, as they're supposed to be. I connected it, and yeah, that's the basic idea behind the circles. He claims that it is the best system ever. I claim that it's a real pain in the butt to build. That it also requires like 50,000 more buildings than a normal just two-way street grid district, you know. That's neat. But yeah, essentially, what was I gonna say? Oh, right. So yeah, essentially, this goes on for a while. We're at about 2 hours 30 minutes. So I'm just building that up. I think this is where I take a break. And seeing as past me took a break, I'm gonna go take a break. I'll be back. Where are we? Oh, this is when I was districting. I was starting to build up industrial zones, basically. Everyone knows that the industrial zones are very important for every city. You know how it is. So that one I'm pretty sure was going to be an all... No. You know, there are a couple districts in this city that are all residential, you know? and no like jobs or anything, because we need lots of housing, because a lot of people live in Utopia. Anyway, districting. And all the districting and all the buildings eventually I had to delete, but oh, and this is when I was making this its own district. Call it the Circle District. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, right, this is one of the all residential circles. That works. That works okay. It's alright. So, yeah, we're doing that. I tried to use that tool in order to fill it in. It took significantly longer. And I filled in the rest. It was just normal, low density. I was trying to check out, see where I was going to build the next piece of the pie. Yeah. This really took a long time. These dumb circles. I mean, these circles. I don't know. I guess it was fine, but they're really time consuming to make, and at a certain point, you really kind of just have to put your priorities in order. I think this is an all industrial area. The closer you got to the main hub, I was going to make it mostly industrial, but I don't think that carried over for the other district I made. That one's going to be half and half. I don't know where we're going to find the jobs for that. Parks everywhere, because they're almost parks. I'm going to make sure there are utilities and everything. So, more circles. One of the problems that I really encountered with these circles is that the districts are not, I guess they're the zones that you place are really strange shapes, which really bothered me. As somebody usually makes grid cities, having weird zone shapes really threw me off. Put all the utilities in there, but because of the one-way streets, you really need significantly more. I don't think I finished that one, but I tried to start on the next district. So this one was gonna be just normal grid, which that's fine. Right. Oh, yeah, so this was gonna be grid. I think later on I realized I didn't finish the other one, but yeah, these grids, they're a little wonky looking, but they worked, and they're two-way streets, so, everything will actually fucking work. For some reason, some of the streets were raised, and I couldn't figure out why. I don't know if I ever went back and fixed it in this one, or if I just left it, eventually I'm gonna have to fix it, but yeah. So yeah, I built this up a bit. it's, your basic grid sort of meme. They're two-way streets, so everything will be significantly easier to get around. The roundabout's great, and it's a wonderful idea, but you can't just have everything be a one-way street, I just see have less stops, but really, I don't think it's worth it. So as you can see, filling this in with streets and whatever. I think for the majority, this is a huge residential area. I try to connect it all, and that's when I realized that all of the roads are raised weird. So yeah, I make that district. This is called Grid District. So yeah, with two-way roads, you can make dead ends, which is really convenient. Can't remember why I left the game here. I think for the most part that's finished. I think the rest of this is zoning, which I kind of undo, and so I think I'm going to cut the video here. Thank you guys for watching Soft Grip Technology. I really enjoyed doing this. We'll have new videos in this series coming out soon. Yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.